I can't believe they would release the event survey when half the shit is still time-gated and inaccessible. Very nice. Let's play the video game. Welcome in, Macho Cat. We're streaming today. I decided not to drink today because I am waking up early tomorrow to go to the racetrack early and hang out and celebrate the final race of the season. I'm like, I want a good night's rest for that. However, we can do memory puzzle, which we will do later. Why is there no audio? Excuse me. Hold on. What? What? Excuse. Sound setting. Okay. That survey. I hardly get. You are gay. We have audio. We get audio now. Okay, we're good. We're good. I threw this stream together last minute. Hardly gay. I'll show you. Hardly. Right, let's do Gunsmoke. I was saving Gunsmoke for the stream, so I could show Taters, who probably isn't here, how I score 4,000 points consistently against the Pineapple Boss. So let's score some points. What do we have? Electric Drain? Nice, we'll start with that. 4 or more buffs? Oh shit, that's good. Alright. Let's take you, and Taters is his wife, because his wife is better than my wife, or his wife. Yeah, his wife is better than his wife. And here's our loadout. We got my wife, Zhang Yu, V6 Mossy Nugget, Dorka, and Tater's wife, Electric Boogaloo. Here we go. I haven't optimized it, but I've gotten pretty decent. Let's go ahead and... I like to use this camera angle. Now, I believe the way to go is to put my wife down here. You up here. You're over here. You're here. You can go here. Okay. Normally I put my wife down here, but I'm gonna try putting her down here for a new strategy. New strategy time. Hopefully this works. If it doesn't, then oops. It should. I'm hoping it does. It will certainly, definitely, maybe be one of the strategies ever surmised. So first, shit, who goes first? Right. Leva runs and applies negative charge to the boss, proccing Mossy Nugget's attack. Let's do 2 times speed with non-skipped animations. So she'll apply negative charge. Taters is gonna get first. Taters, you came just in time. Just in time to catch Pineapple Boss fight. This is how I do it. First turn, your wife goes, applies negative charge, so now everyone can reap the buffs. Bam. Notice how I'm not charging her ult this turn. This will give Mossy Nugget max confectants, such that she can just stay right here, and every turn for her is the same. Third ability, ult. Bam. Every single time. We proc some supports. Bling. Blah. Nice. And then now this is where Androdis, she goes to the center. And I believe the way to do it is put one right there and one on the other side. You don't gotta worry too much about taking too much damage. Unless you're Sharkry, you won't really die to this boss. So, okay. So now the turrets are gonna hit, proccing all the other attacks. And then now it's just a matter of going through the motions of everyone else. I usually wait to have its stability broken to cast her ult, and then you use your wife. I use your wife's ult for killing the scorpions when they spawn. So Zhang Yu is gonna attack twice in one turn. I don't ult the first turn, there's not really a reason to. And I believe this maxes out the amount of spare attacks you can get per turn with her kit. Dorka gets to ult. If Dorka is ready to ult with Dorka, that's just how it works. I'm not good at using UMP9, so I don't. and that's turn 1. So now he's gonna attack, splooge everywhere, and spawn some scorpions, which we're gonna take care of almost immediately. With Mossy Nugget, you want to use her confectants earlier rather than later, or else you'll be stuck using it later, which isn't necessarily bad. I just like using it sooner. You don't have to. I just do. And bonk. She goes first. Flips the bullet. I normally don't play with these animations on because I'm usually autoing it. So now, Leva, Tater's wife. Notice how this will kill every scorpion in one hit. Bam. I could have used it on turn 1, but I'm like, nah. No need. There is no need. Boink. Does massive damage and procs Mossy Nugget and continues with a follow-up attack. And just like that, we're feeling good. So now my wife can go here and ult. Ulting gives passive buffs that I feel help. Really, the amount of damage she does, she's not here for the extra damage. She's here for the utility. You'll have 4 damage dealers and a utility. Or 2 utility and 3 damage dealers. But I am currently trying a new strategy with my wife. We're experimenting out of the bedroom, so to speak, if you will. So now Zhang Yu gets to Falcon Kick! Oh, wait. Imagine if I gave in and V6 your wife, you could use that ult every turn. Holy shit. The problem there is you would be giving a lot of gambling money to China, which you just don't want to do. That's just a subpar move. You don't want to do that. I don't recommend anyone ever do that. I listened to a video about the sports betting epidemic, and first of all, I'm like, what epidemic? I've never heard of sports betting because I live under a rock, but it turns out people are betting their life away on sports, and I think it's funny. I genuinely think that people are getting suckered into gambling, and is it a problem? Yes. Is it easily preventable? Yes. Look at me. I've never even heard of these sports betting things. They do a really good job of shoving them in your face, I guess, but since I'm a certified nobody, I don't really do anything. You'd give everything to China. Why? For what purpose? Get all of your characters out of the poison tiles. It will kill you. If you auto this, they don't know this and they just stand on the poison tiles and they take a fixed % damage of health from it. They made Genshin. You know who made Genshin? Artists. The artists made Genshin. If it weren't for the artists, Genshin would not be as popular. I will die on this hill. I firmly believe that. It is the artists that hard carried Genshin. Anyway, I'm gonna put Leva right here, and instead of using her third ability, we're gonna use this ability. I say that because this will continuously apply negative charge to the boss, and we're gonna ult next turn to kill the rest of the scorpions.
A frog got his DNA tested.
Oh boy.
Turns out he's part Irish, part British, and a tadpole.
That's racist. Welcome in, Court. Same with Overwatch. Overwatch porn sucks. I've seen good hentai and good 3D modeling and good stuff. Overwatch porn is dumpster porn. And I will die on this hill. I will say that louder for those in the back. If you nut to Overwatch porn, you are bottom of the barrel scraping. Just straight up. There is no excuse. There are far better IPs with better quality to jork it to than Overwatch porn. If you...
Studies show that people who have more birthdays live longer.
God damn it, man. That is a baseball joke. The only good thing that came out of Overwatch is the advancements in 3D animation for both stuff. While I agree, Overwatch porn is bad, and if you nut to it, you should feel bad because you're nutting to low tier trash. Razul once said, VTubers are always very neutral on an opinion until they feel extremely confident about something. And this is me feeling confident without drinking. Do what you want with that information. Recently, some VTubers have gotten in kind of hot water for being opinionated. Skill issue, it's fine. Wait, hold on. How am I gonna... Shit, how do I handle this turn? Okay, both of your... Wait! That's how I handle this turn. The whole reason I put Androdis down here, check this out. First, Mossy Nugget attacks. I looked at Overwatch not long ago. They made a Hello Kitty. Ooh, Hello Kitty collab. That sounds pretty neat. I was never into Hello Kitty, but I think it's cute. The Hello Kitty aesthetic is pretty cute, and I like it. It's charming and simple. So now when Dorka attacks, what's gonna happen is she's gonna zap some of the scorpions. But the reason why I wanted my wife down here was because it should zap this scorpion down here first. It should. Yes, it does. So then when Dorka attacks, it's gonna kill that scorpion downstairs. This will allow my wife's turrets to focus fire on the boss instead of the scorpions, because my wife's turrets aren't strong enough to kill the scorpions. So that's for wasted DPS points. That's a bit in the degenerate rabbit hole. Not that deep, mind you, but enough to be able to confirm Overwatch Port is indeed bottom of the barrel. It is an open secret that if I were to use the lingo that all the cool kids are using nowadays, I am the goonest of gooners. I am always going at it. A not friend of mine, I forgot his name, but someone who I don't like, and if I recognized him on the internet, I would leave whatever community that was in immediately because he sucks. He's actually the reason why my server exists to begin with. But anyway, he once worried that I would give myself ED because of how hard I go at it every day. Nest practices non-stop. Listen, it doesn't stop in November. My streak has been going since like 2nd grade. They're fucking... This is where people would say TMI, but it's fine. The instant puberty hit, I've been like, okay, I guess this is my personality now. I try to hide it. There are people on the internet, especially in VTuber communities, that are the polar opposite of subtle. They are... I feel so bad for the female VTuber population that has to deal with people like that. I actively try not to be like that, but just know on the inside, deep down, in fact, not even deep down, I am like that. I just tried... I have submitted to the fact that we live in a society where there are people in the world. So, for better or for worse, kind of what I gotta do. Anywho, let's go ahead and use this ability once more. At least you don't go on Destroy Dick December twice on the Fibonacci sequence. You think I don't do that regularly? I go till I can't anymore. And now that I'm getting old, fortunately, I am no longer going in the double digits per day. So I'd say that's an improvement health-wise. Allegedly, you're not supposed to nut that many times per day. I wouldn't know. Exponential, doubling every day. That is indeed exponential, 2 to the x. Okay. A lot of people confuse quadratic with exponential. Whereas if you have x squared, that is not exponential, that is quadratic. But if you... Oh, we can ult. Let's go ahead and ult. But if you have a constant to the variable power, or even a variable to the variable power, that is exponential. I can't remember what exactly it was that Tadadu shared once. What's bigger? Was it... I think it was 2 to the 100, but with a factorial in a different spot. So right after you end stream, there's a 90% chance you're jorking it. Bump that up to 99, actually. So there are very few times I'm not. You asked, you shall receive. This is the conversation. I fucking... maybe I should have drank for this stream. Maybe. Wait, does this make me a lewd tuber? Am I an e-girl now? Or am I just Patton Oswalt because I loudly speak into the microphone and talk about my dick and people laugh? I'm pretty sure that makes me Patton Oswalt. I love Patton Oswalt. He's funny. Lewd tuber adjacent? I'm actually insulted. That is one of the most insulting things I've ever heard you guys say about me. Full stop. I've made this bed and I must lie in it. Understandable. Have a great day. You know what? If the shoe fits, wear it. I'll take it. I'll take it. If I changed my behavior, I'm still never beating the allegation, so I may as well run with it. That's how it works. Once you open the Pandora's box, there's no closing it. You know I'm right. That's why I'm not contesting it. Notice how I didn't deny it at all in that big shamble. May run with it. You better roll with it. You better take your time. You better say what you say. Don't let anybody get in your way, cause it's just too much for me to take. I sang that in the wrong key, but don't worry about it. I like Oasis asterisk, and by asterisk I mean I really only listen to their What's the Story Morning Glory album. Because it starts with a parentheses, it's always the first album that appears in my music library. So asterisk, why? That is a grammatical term. Okay, okay, that's fine. Alright, she gets an attack afterwards because she ulted. Okay, the turrets are still alive, and they will stay alive until the end. I found a placement that keeps them alive. Asterisk. I actually do not like the board game Risk, and it turns out from a optimization standpoint, Risk is, while a fun game casually, once people know what they're doing, it turns very unfun very quickly. Just like the critiques of Settlers of Catan, which I like to call Settlers of Catan because it's funnier that way. Apparently Catan, after a certain point, when someone's running away with the game, like chess, everyone should just resign because there's not really anything anyone can do to stop them. So that is what it is. Anywho, it's the final turn. Asterask? What? What did he mean by this? What did he mean by this? Huh? Also, can we smash his stability in one turn? Can we break 175 stability in a single turn? I doubt it, but I'm gonna try. Wait, no. My wife goes next. And when she attacks, the turrets are gonna die, but their sacrifice was not in vain. It's because they're just stuck on the poison and they can't move. I'm reminded of the Bisque of Bane turrets, the moving turrets versus the stationary turrets. And the only reason the stationary turrets are better is because of Bungus. I can smash that stability in one turn. Yo, I'll smash your stability in one turn. Crotch shot. I'm just kidding, I wouldn't do that to you. Unless. Alright, let's keep the punches. You gotta roll with the punches to get to what's real. Falcon Punch! Okay. You! Let's save that for the end. Go ahead and smack. Did it yesterday in that screenshot. Lena proceeded to use her extra action to do it. Nice. Put him anywhere. She might attack. Attack? No? Okay. Hater's wife. Smash. I didn't realize that's the bridge from the event. Also, we did not, in fact, break its stability in a single turn. This is so sad. Did we get 20 likes on this Facebook post? Wait! Oh! She did it out of turn! Yo! We did it! We did it! I take that back! We were able to do it! Suck it, sports betting. Well, we couldn't get 4,200, but we broke the 4,000 mark, so that's good. Now let's do it with the fire team. And then after that, we'll take a Bezos break because your boy forgot to run 3 minutes of ads at the start and could only run 2. But fortunately, we were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. It's piercing, 4 or more buffs. Oh my god. Check this shit out. Alright, fire team. Let her rip. I have almost optimized this to a science where I can do it at work without even looking almost. Like, I still have to look, but not really. Vector goes up here, Parry the MP5 and G36 go here, China goes over here, and Sharky goes over there. Let's go. Okay! Here's the scoop. Here's how this works. I guess I could watch that animation for nothing. I normally skip it. It's fine. Okay. First order of business. This is gonna look really weird, but let me cook. Let me cook. King Shadow Raven, welcome in. Hola! Use QJ's third ability. Actually, if I can ult on her first turn. I did realize I can still ult on her first turn to reap the benefits, because I'm not ulting on her second turn, and that'll build up the confectance. I just thought of a new strategy. Let's see if it pays off. So let's ult first turn. Suboptimal in most cases, but let me cook. Is that your pineapple nest? Yes. Do you like my pineapple? I hardly know her. So, first up, Vector goes and it's this tile, this particular tile. The reason why I'm doing this on turn 1 and not later turns is because later turns we're gonna have all the buffs and we're gonna roll some crits. But you're gonna want to do this first turn to stack the buffs as soon as possible so we can get those accelerant buffs for 2 turns. That'll at least bump us over the 4 buff threshold for the bonuses. We're already there. And then from there, Vector basically plays herself. I have V1 G36, so every support attack gets a bonus attack, which is nice. We are gonna continue cooking. This is gonna look really strange, but it's gonna make sense next turn. Next, G36 uses her basic attack on the boss. This is one of the few cases where I can justify using a basic attack and not anything else. It does more damage than her utility third ability. There's no reason to ult first turn. So we're saving her second ability for the next turn because it's gonna be used to kill a scorpion. Next, by proccing all those attacks with G36, we can now have Sharkery do her... Parry will do more damage. You still have a support attack. Parry will do more damage. Fuck you, Sharkery. I'm going to... You're gonna get Lamaud even. Now the question is, do I ult twice with Sharkery or not? Fuck it. I'm gonna go Parry first. I'm optimizing on the fly. Let me cook. This is what happens when I do this when I'm not at work. Because normally I'd have Sharkery go first, but when I examine their character buffs, they only keep the damage buff during their action phase, in which their attack buffs go away once their phase ends, not the turn ends. Which means that Parry will do more damage because she still gets the attack up bonus from G36. There we go. Now Sharkery. Oh, we're double ulting this. We are double ulting this every day of the week. It doesn't matter as much because I need to get as much extraction from her second ability with the extra burn damage. And that the boss's stability is completely shattered. This is worth it. Bam! Almost 20k. That's turn 1, and we're already at 1200 after turn 1. You can see why hitting 4000 with this team is not too big of an issue. So now, the Scorpion spawned, right? Up next, we still don't ult with G36. This is how we cook. Also, that extra damage, I think, goes towards the ability. It's fine. Her second ability, I forgot about this. However, if a enemy is killed from this skill, increases damage from support boost by 30%. This kills. Huzzah! One taken care of right out the gate. Bam! And right here, boom. Second one, taken care of right out the gate. I should have done that second, so Perry can heal. It doesn't matter. We don't have Sanguine Shower. Up next is Sharky, who has 6 Confectants. Very nice. So we can use her double ult. She will get boosted, and come to think of it, we probably should have boosted Vector instead, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. How much damage does this do? 25,000. Okay, that was the right play. That was the right play. I forgot how much damage it does. That is wild. Vector can sit pretty. So now, parry the MP5. Remember, third ability first. This gives 3 stacks of hot investment, putting her up to 6, so she can take advantage of all of her stacks and attack multiple times per turn. Smack the boss. That'll proc Sharky, and probably Vector too, yep. All those support attacks. Okay, you want to hit the boss first, so I get that damage up bonus from G36. And then, now that I have that damage bonus, it's fine. I'm gonna do something silly. We're gonna divert from the boss and kill this third Scorpion. This will keep the Varyagers alive on the sidelines, as well as Sharky alive. And the third attack can be used. That still gives us points, just not nearly as many, but it's a necessary step that sacrifices the least amount. And now Vector, she can go up here and leave some burn marks, and bam! That's turn 2. We should be at around 2,000 points. Like, I'd say 18, 1900. Yep. There we go. So now, this upcoming turn, you'll notice that all of our buffs kind of fell off. This is fine. G36 now ults, giving everybody... What's that buff called? Freaking heat recovery. That's the one. So now that everyone has heat recovery, that'll buff everybody for the current buff for this round. And now we just almost exclusively ult with QJ. Yoink. Very nice. And up next... Ooh, I get to make a choice. Our basic attack isn't great. I'm actually going to swap things around. I'm going to attack with Vector first and attack with Sharky last. I believe this will do more damage in the long run. Because now, Vector is going to get the attack boosts from G36. And, oh yeah, that's the right play. That was definitely the right play. Normally Sharky doesn't do that much damage. This is kind of a wasted turn on Sharky because both of her main abilities are on cooldown. Then Perry goes next. I'm saving Sharky for last only because G36 only has 2 support attacks as V1. So those support attacks each give an attack boost to whoever's attacking. So the first 2 people to attack get that attack boost, as you're seeing now. And as you can see, Perry attacking 3 times in one turn. I want to give her that attack boost as much as I can. Plus, Sharky's doing decent damage. So because Sharky's going last this turn, and I want to be able to double ult next turn, I'm only gonna ult once this turn with Sharky. Yes, I call her Sharky. It's sillier that way. She is kinda cute and funny. There are far cuter and funnier characters. She's alright. I did her lore. She's okay. But we are almost at 3,000 already. Whew. I think the score isn't linear. It kind of falls off after a bit. Okay. So now, again, same song and dance with QJ. Because of the turn order, and I want to maximize the amount QJ can get out of her support attacks, we are going to use her second ability to kill this Scorpion. And then, I believe we would use... Oh, it's not ready yet. Shit. Still the right play. We gotta kill the Scorpions. G36 can kill this Scorpion. Harry kills that one. Okay, we're good. There's not a glitch in the Matrix. We double ult with Sharky. Vector goes last. So once these are procced up, then Parry goes. And she'll get 3 attacks because she's gonna ult this turn. 2 of the attacks go to the boss, 1 of the attacks goes to a Scorpion. So that's still extra net positive damage output where she'd benefit from the attack up. So that's the justification behind attacking with Parry and not Vector. Because she has all these extra attacks per turn. So attack the boss first. Get those buffs. And we don't need to focus both Scorpions. Only one of them. G36, she doesn't have the best damage output. She'll take care of the other Scorpion. In many ways similar to the band name. Here we are. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. But yeah, Parry takes care of the Scorpion. G36 will take care of the last Scorpion. Scorpions have less health than Parry's damage output. Just like that. Bam. This should do about 10,000. That would have gone to the boss, and we'd have gotten 10,000 less damage had we used Parry's extra attack on the Scorpions. So now the Scorpions are dead. We focus fire the boss, and we are... Oh, we're big chilling. We're eating good. 3,500 already. We're on like what, turn 5? Damn. Okay. So rule of thumb is whenever the bottom left, well, from this camera angle, his health is down this much and he's almost dead, immediately proc G36's ult. If she can't ult at that point, you don't have enough fire attacks on your team. G36 gains Confectance Index from single target damage fire attacks. So we go ahead and ult with QJ because she's ready. Be sure to stand away from the poison. And now we just go through the motions. Once again, Sharky, double ult with this. Her third ability still does mad damage. Last time I did 25k, but now the boss's stability isn't broken, so it'll probably do like less. Holy fuck, it did more! Okay, okay. That's cool. We take those. We take those. Alright, now parry the MP5. We're locked into her third ability, so the cooldowns definitely work out. Optimizing her kit. There's so many background calculations and stuff that even on PC, the game kinda lags after making a selection with parry. I notice my phone lags like crazy whenever I use Parry's ult. I don't know what the hell's going on in the background, such that Parry takes all my phone's resources just to prepare her ult. The animations aren't even on, so it's just whatever the hell's going on. Optimizing things in general is difficult, so I don't blame the devs for not having perfect optimization of the game, but it is something to consider. Server-side linking? It's exclusively when Parry ults, and it's consistent only when Parry ults. So, maybe. I don't know. Okay, so here come these again. When the Scorpions are out, QJ kills one. And this is where things get silly. Because now, this particular turn is where the strategy changes. Here, Sharky is in the position to do the least amount of damage. So Sharky is going to be the one to kill this guy. So QJ takes care of this one at the top. And because it gets a kill, common rail, bam, she gets a buff from it. Up next is actually Vector. Vector tosses a nade right here. And if I'm lucky, I get a double kill from a double crit. If one or both survive, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Yes, I'm drunk, still May. Well, I'm I'm gonna be drunk tomorrow. I elected not to drink today because I want to wake up early tomorrow, and drinking alcohol ruins my sleep. I got a single kill. This is okay because who does more damage? I'll have to check. I'm not sure I'll sleep more for you. Bruh, my cat woke me up at like 2 in the morning, walking all over me. She likes to do that now, and I like it because it's endearing, but I hate it because it wakes me up. Your damage, 4488. Your damage, 4001 for 130% attack. Mental math says that you're gonna do more damage, which means Sharky, if you ult once, damage up 1 is an extra 10, plus 20. Ooh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. God damn it. It's fine. First things first, we're gonna have parry the MP5. She would be standing. God damn it, stand here! Thank you. She would be standing where G36 is, but G36 is standing there, so I'm just gonna put her right here. And now you go. Blink. Ooh, that's some good damage. I'll wake you up. Bruh, that was a problem in college, sleeping together with a girl. We kept waking each other up because we kept sleeping in the same bed, twin-size bed. Fortunately, we were both small, but 2 small people in a small bed is still pretty cramped. It doesn't help that I roll over and toss and turn, and I'm constantly moving when I'm in bed. So that's just how it is. Actually, is this what's this ability? Okay, you're gonna get so many buffs that it might counteract the 80%. Because right now, I'm just getting... I can just burn a rewind. How much do I trust the damage? Damn it. Fuck it. Because this is burn and... Hold on. And stability is full... Well... I don't have that. 2 points of stability. Extra 2.5. I mean, it's close. It's really close. I'm optimizing the fun out of the game. Hold on. Crit damage. Take that into account. Sharky's getting the attack. Use it once. And bang. So if I do this, this should do at least 10k. Fuck this shit. I'm burning a rewind. How much does this do? That, I couldn't see it. It was blotted out. What if we just let the Scorpion live? Will it kill the Varjäger? Because if so, then we're good. Or rather, no, if it doesn't kill the Varjäger, it's fine. We can just kill it next turn. Please don't kill it. Oh. Fuck am I even worried about? It's the final turn. Because we need buffs, the only reason I'm about to do what we're about to do, not that one, is because of the current... The buff that I took before, is it this one? This one. 4 or more buffs, attack, ignore, defense. Because of that, I need to ult at the start of the turn. If it weren't for that, I just use a basic attack or whatever attack G36 has. But because of that, we're good. Okay, now full force forward. Everybody just focuses fire on the boss. No need to kill the Scorpion. It's not worth it. We'll be doing more damage to the boss than the Scorpion has health. So it is never worth it to try to kill the Scorpion on this turn. So first things first, Sharky and Terry. go first. And once we do that, we should be good. And then right after this, we'll claim our rewards and take a Bezos break because your boy is an idiot who got too distracted by funny things happening in Discord to run ads at the start of the stream like I normally do. Well, I did run ads, just not nearly as many as I wanted to, which is why we're taking a somewhat premature Bezos break. But you know what? Who knows? It'll all work out in the end. Don't worry. Trust the process. So now parry, one more time, bang. Nice. Do this. When we get back from the break, we're gonna continue. We're gonna do the challenge modes that are unlocked, do a couple of the memory puzzles, as well as the new inverse cipher mode. And you know what? We'll even mix in some Sakura lore in there. We'll do some lore. Why not? I like the lore in this game. It's why I play the game. Hey, we broke the... Nice, broke stability. That's good. And now for my final attack. Vector, smash. 19,000, not bad. 46,000, Jesus Christ. That's a new high score. That's a new record. That is... Not 46,000, 4,600. I may be dumb. But it's fine. We win. This is an absolute win. I'm sharing this one with a platoon. This is pretty good. That is a new personal high score. Let's go. Very nice. 4664. It's a palindrome. Go ahead and share this with the platoon. Confirm it. And with that, we have smashed 100k with like a day to go. Nice, let's get those rewards. Yeah, we get coins that we spend on this shop. Oh shit, I need to spend money on this shop. Alright, get my Doritos. Get whatever the hell these are. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, that's all I wanted from the shop. Cool! I'll catch you all in 3 minutes. Don't watch the ads. They're mean. You don't want to watch the ads. That's how it be. And if I didn't say it already, congratulations, Taters, on being first. We are so back. And Sakura's talking. Nice. So the current events going on. Oh, we get stamina? Sweet. Let's burn it. Let's burn it all on parts. Wait, what do you mean only 6? What do you mean we can only get 6? Excuse me, that wasn't everything. You mean to tell me that we are full of parts? Is that it? Are you not that one. This one. Okay, let's go ahead and disassemble everything that isn't already locked, because I only keep parts that fit a certain criteria. Those criteria being, if we look at this, wait, I'll show you. Okay, so we go back to weapon attachments, the storeroom, the lock plan. I only lock things that include the attack stuff. So basically, if it has attack, I want it. Wait, what the hell is this? There's new abilities? Hello? Excuse me? Hold on. Heyo. What are these? Humor phase, ultimate pursuit. Those aren't listed. Did I just glimpse into something I shouldn't have? Did I just see the future? Hello? Okay. Anyway, let's burn the rest of our stamina on this because I have nothing else to burn it on. Alright. Also in the events, we already got this outfit. Inverse Cipher memory puzzle. Let's do a memory puzzle. Let's do this one. Here we go. Can I memory the puzzle? Check this out. Fuck. Shit. That ain't it. That's it. Fuck. Okay, that could have gone better, but we still got the thing. Okay. Now we can big brain move Inverse Cipher. The first 3 are unlocked. It's puzzling time. Inverse Cipher, I like the Inverse Cipher mode. It's a pretty good puzzle mode. They get progressively harder. Hold the control point and eliminate everybody in 3 turns. Entering battle is greater than 0 cloaked. Enemy target will have cloak temporarily removed. Select 1 target and deal damage. Okay. So we just have to kill everyone. How is this a challenge? Oh, because we can't kill them in 1 turn. Okay, are we able to hit outside of our own turn? Maybe not, but it's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and, well, first we need to band together. I want to get too close. Okay. Oh. Nice. Wait, that's illegal. You can't go that fast. Shit. Okay, so that kills you in 1 hit. Neat. Can you make it? Yes, you can. Can you make it? Yes, you can. Okay, I see the problem. This is a bit of a McFucking problem. Shit. They're throwing us the hard ones right out the gate. Very cool. Okay. And, well, guess I'll... They pulled a fast one on me. It's fucking architecture. Do this. Kill you. Go over here and kill you. Bruh. They never expect the architecture. Easy clap. And then now it's just a matter of going through the motions. Easy clap. That was... Fool me once. They fooled me pretty hard the first time they threw that at me, but hey. Okay. Okay. That's what perception does to a friend. Okay, that was the first level done. Let's go ahead and head to the first level of challenge mode. Did I get today's supply? Yes, I did. Challenge! Aces have honored their skills here. Enter if you dare. No, I don't think I will. Fine, we will. This is fine. Having to actually play this is like the most I've ever actually played the video game on stream. They give me Fire Team. We're using Taters as Sakura. Taters, please tell me your Sakura is still up. Where is he? Oh, your Sakura's kitted out. Holy shit. Hell yeah. I might be able to... I might just be able to... let this slide. Just auto this. We don't have a healer, but you know what? I'll take my chances. Where is my Sharky? She should be up here. She's pretty built. Okay. 1, 2... something like that. That'll work. Alright! It's yapping time. During the Bezos break, I went and got myself some more tea. This time it's vanilla honey chamomile. Good stuff. Why would you ult in front of... You know what? No. I'll have to check what her setting is. I may have set it such that she only ults. Thinking that's what I'd want in all cases, when in reality that is not always the case. I would want her to attack, but it's fine. I still hate what they did to Sakura's gun, but I love what they did to her, so it all evens out. The girl is more important than the gun now. That is, I mean, it kind of always has been, but it's more pronounced now. That's just how it be. It do be like that sometimes. One thing that I'm kind of iffy on is you can't really change the battle strategy after starting the level. You gotta kind of let it play out. Okay, please attack. She didn't attack. Probably because she wasn't close enough. She was totally close enough. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember to change what I did to her attack plan. Because I think it's still stuck on that one time I put her on Gunsmoke auto, where I just have her ult every turn. I think the computer would prioritize ulting every turn, but no, she would just do a regular attack, and against certain bosses that is suboptimal. So I forced it into being optimal until I realized, fuck it, if I want optimization, I have to do it myself, I can't automate it. If only the shareholders could understand that, but you know what, it's fine. Sharky, I hope you're not doing this just for fun and that there's an enemy in range to attack. They like to ult for nothing. Okay, it was right there. Easy clap. Easy clap. Nice. And we're just gonna do this rotation until I run out of things to do on stream. How's everyone doing today? You know what? We started the day gambling. Wrong button. Let's go gambling. Why not? On standard banner. I already have everything I want here. We can standard banner gambling. This might work. Here we go. Let us manifest Tololo and say, let's go gamble it! It didn't manifest hard enough yet. The problem with manifesting good luck is that it only works on the most devoted and committed of people. It's like how I was watching Dan Toomey's video, Can Money Buy Happiness, which I think is a masterpiece of a video. It's, the secret to happiness is to manifest winning the lottery. That's all you gotta do. Just win the lottery and you'll be happy. That's how it works. Don't play the lottery, it's a scam. Let's do a memory puzzle. And I remember. Here we go. Let's do this. Oh, shit. Okay, you're there, you're there, you're there, you're there. Okay, I can... Wrong button. Oh. Shit. Oh, I got lucky. Very nice. Okay, still suboptimal. I'm not a task bot, unfortunately, but you know what? We take those. Very nice. Let's do the next inverse cipher. We just have to kill some bears, I guess. A lot of bears. 3 turns? You kill 3 bears. How much health do we have? 1103 health. They have 475 attack, but multiple different attacks. What are our abilities as Brontes? Select one enemy target, deals damage, and applies movement down. Gains a shield. Okay. What's their movement like? I feel like a big part of this puzzle is finding ways to kill them. Oh yeah, there's no way we're killing them regularly. We have to drop these on them, and we have to get them into a position where they will essentially bonk themselves. This attacks here. What if I go here and put myself shielded? Why don't we just lure them into our delightfully devilish traps? Maybe. Maybe that'll work. Who knows? If I stay here... Who knows? This is just predicting the AI's movement, I guess. If I go here, I'll have to stand there. Okay. Okay. See what this is like. Let's see where they go. Speed things up. Oh! Your mom's at home. Okay. So now they're probably going to attack, but the good news is we could get a double kill. You can die here. And we can attack. You can die here. And we can attack. And... wait. Yeah. Let's just keep this gravy train rolling, as they say. Can't attack there. Shit. You, if I stand right here, you might stand there, and I can just topple that on you. Okay. You motherfucker. I wonder, if I actually drop this here, then the only way he'll be able to attack us is by standing on there, in which he will fall to his death when we hit the lever. Or if we kill him next turn. You son of a bitch. Right, he can attack diagonally. Okay, so they can attack diagonally because they're fucking... swear to fucking God. Let's go ahead and kill here. Oh, I can't hit him! Oh, that was a mistake. much does movement down affect? Decrease movement by 1 tile. Okay, okay. And I can wait down here. So he'll only be able to attack me from there. Then, if I go here, bonk, and then just run away, I'm gonna activate that. There we go. And if I just propel this and run away. Okay, so now he should stand. Right, I needed to actually attack him. There we go. Okay, so now he's attacked. So he can only... What? He shouldn't have been able to move there. I gave him movement down. Okay. Okay. New plan. We want them to move in such a way where we can just topple these on them, or otherwise get them in a position where they stand here. How far is your attack? I can't even move over there. Okay. Shield yourself right there, see what happens. There we go, there's one. Oh, double kill? Oh, we just won. We just won. That was the victory right there. Check this out. Rip Bozo. Rip Bozo. Bruh, that was... Yeah, we take those. We take those. That was... Yeah. It is what it is. Okay, up next, we did one memory puzzle. Let's do the next challenge mode. I think this is all that's unlocked for today. Alright, see what we got here. When I do this, first of all, we're gonna get Taters' Sakura again. We're gonna get my QJ, my Sharky, and my Vector. Where's Vector? Where's my Vector? There's my Vector. And when we go here, auto battle sequence, there we go. Aggressive default strategy. Now she'll actually fucking attack. Who else did I set? Did I complicate yours? No, you're just aggressive default. Nice. You should also be a... Oh. This is what I want. Because this is the turn order that I want her to... Fuck it. We ball. We ball. Just ball. Easy clap. Let's get the turn order that I want. And... Okay. Let's see how this goes. And back to yapping. Now, I was about to yap about literally anything before realizing I ran out of things to yak about. Yak. Well, I really don't have anything else to talk about. Oops, I guess I'll talk about my Drive 2011 home. That is how starved for topics I am right now. I've been tired all day because my cat woke me up in the middle of the night. 2 separate 3-hour blocks of sleep. That's one of the reasons I'm not drinking this stream, is because I am exhausted. I'm way too tired to drink. Holy crap. But this morning, I noticed something, actually. If you're in an office job, you can be late to work and no one cares. Like, I still have to clock in to work, but my new hire coworker He told me there isn't a single day where he isn't at least 5 minutes late and no one's talked to him about it, and he hasn't been reprimanded or anything. Like, yeah, I believe it. I'm usually no more than 5 minutes late. Usually I'm 2 or 3 minutes late, but it takes me 40 minutes to get to work, so I kind of get some leeway on that front. Whereas I noticed that people in, I guess the word is blue-collar positions, they get, I almost said rigmarolled. Because showing up 1 minute late is like death penalty or some shit. Everyone's late to everything, I've noticed. That's just how the world works. And Taters, I just noticed the gun you gave her. That is the goofiest fucking gun you gave her. Oh my god. That actually salvages whatever the fuck gun that Mika gave her instead of the Type 100. That is so silly. You got the watermelon grip. You got the freaking squirt gun suppressor. And you have the winter Christmas snow scope. Oh my god, Taters. I can't believe you've done this. This is like me putting the little fan blade suppressor or muzzle on QJ, which I think is the funniest shit ever. This is Sakura. Everybody says hi to Sakura. She's nice. She does her best. I do my best. What if it was me? What if I was Sakura? Shit. I posted a picture of it. I didn't see it! Post it again! I'm dumb. Let's continue the events. Let's go ahead and do another memory puzzle because I clearly could use it. Let's go. Okay, here, there. Okay, so we make a Kestrel out of that. Shit. Almost. Okay, that went okay. That went okay. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, there's more. All right. I can dig with that, but let's go ahead and do Inverse Cipher level 3. We'll do the rest of them next week. More frontal help. Excuse me, what the fuck? Okay, let's take our time with this. Oh, that one hits here. Gotta check that. Go ahead and... this. Can I hit anything? Yes, I can. I want to hit that. So let's go ahead and activate this. How many turns do I have? I swear to god, it better not be 1. It's 3 turns. There's a lot of 3 turns. Alright. Go ahead and down this barrier. I hardly know her. I need to hit this. Why is this here? Excuse me. I hate this. I hate this. Because now we have to kind of lure them places. So this one goes here. He's ready to die. So we can just activate this one and do 1/3 of it right now. Okay. That's 1 down. I feel like this is the play, because what's gonna happen, I'm gonna hit this, and we kind of need to get this such that we move him around like a sliding block puzzle almost. You can still move. Need to keep track of who can still move. Holy shit. Because if we go up, then right, and then you bonk. Okay. If we're all invisible, 3 tiles, then they won't hit us. We're gonna see what happens. What happens if we attack? We do like jack shit for damage, so there's no way, there is not a chance for us to actually be able to do anything. I think the play here is to get you here. You're just gonna hit this one. You're gonna go dunk. And then you already moved. You have yet to move. You can hit this one. Need someone there. Shit, who's going to hit this one? Need someone to... Can you hit that from here? No, you can't. That is a problem. Well, you're not hitting it anyway, because you need to be the one that hits that button. You've already moved. I think I screwed myself by putting him right there. Crap. These puzzles are getting very puzzling. Wait, I can just... I'm starting over because I feel like I want to test something. If we are all concealed, if we're all concealed, will they still attack us? So if I just end turn right now, will they move? Yes, they will. That's not great. Okay, so they will move, which means we need to make sure they have reason not to move. Okay. But we can't do this in one turn. There's just too many levers, not enough. There ain't enough to go around. And say... is you activate this. You're gonna lower this switch. Very nice. I need you to break this barrier. There we go. So now, which one activates? This one's over here. I'm gonna have you hit the switch. Do I want to put you here? I kinda do. I also kinda wanna hit the double kill. I think I got it. I think I got it. If I can tank one hit, we're good. I just have to check the numbers. Okay, how much damage do you guys do? 636? How much health do we have? 682? Yeah, the objective doesn't say we all need to survive. So, we can go ahead and gather round. You here. Next turn. He'll be useful just for fun. We're gonna swarm him so he can't escape. So he won't be able to escape. And we can position ourselves to bonk him around next turn. He'll kill one of us. He can get out of it. What? Well, now we're just fucked. All right, let's try to kill him the regular way then, I guess. Okay, fuck it. We're killing him the regular way. It ain't pretty, but it works. There's 5 of us and 1 of him. So, see, we get 3 turns. It's not an elegant solution, but it works. We're gonna win this way. He's running away. Ow. See? We don't all have to survive. We can just... They're getting sloppy. A win is a win. And just like that, we solved the puzzle with brute force. Yeah! Boy! That's a win. That's a win. We take those. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Welcome in, Macho Cat. Give me things to yap about, preferably shit that doesn't involve my dick, because we are, at this point, we are going back in and completing all the story modes. We're in full yap mode now. I'm tired. My cat left me. She was sitting on my lap, but not anymore. Is it true that you jork it 12 times a day? Yes. I mean, I've reduced it to 12, but don't worry about it. So, if, oh. Wait a minute. Shit, I didn't build my Lewis. You know what? We don't have to. We're not using this team. We're gonna use my own fire team with Sakura. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and get QJ in here. Get Sharky in here. And you know what? Just for funsies, let's use the same team that did not have any healers on it. It's a bold strategy. We'll see if it pays off. What do you think about obesity? I don't think about obesity. Of course you guys would give me these conversation topics. Goddamn. It's fine. So, a big part of streaming is just being able to yap. There are streamers out there that like to lock in and focus on the game. And yes, I can get the appeal of that, but do you like stuff? I hate stuff. It's me, I'm stuff. Frickin'. That reminds me one time. There was a not really friend of mine. Do you like stuffing your pants with food? Yes. I was the guy that always had food in his pockets. I would put sandwiches in bags in my pockets. I'd carry snacks around. I've been known to smuggle a full course meal into a theater. This was back when going to the theater was something people actually did. So you were like a walking piñata? Yes, people beat me up. At least in school they did, but that's besides the point. The point is, I don't like being hungry, but at the same time, I barely eat. Some of you may be happy to know that I actually ate 1/3 of my lunch today. Normally, I eat 0/3 of the lunch. I just unpack it and stare at it. And it's all like, oh, okay. This is my life, I guess. But in that sense, I don't want to say I'm lucky in that I got the I don't eat at all when depressed, rather than the when people get depressed, they overeat. Two sides of the same coin. I undereat, and that has caused malnourishment issues in the past, which I have taken special care to learn from and not have to worry about that sort of dealio ever again. But in this life, in this society, where there are people in the world. It's a challenge. Someone once told me you never know what someone's going through. They didn't finish the statement, but I've had both. Went without eating for a whole month, then you got fat. How do you get fat from not eating? That's like a thing that happens, but I just don't get it. How do you not eat and still get fat? I mean, yes, we're in America, so that's kind of the norm, is to get fat no matter what. But long story short, if you're... The way you get fat is if your caloric intake exceeds your caloric output. No, I mean, after you got thin and got super fat because you ate too much, I dropped down to about 130 pounds after Off-Kai. And then within a few weeks, I gained it back because at Off-Kai, I barely ate anything and, well, I was dying. The way you get fat is having someone on DeviantArt draw you. Back in the day, some girl, she's all like, yo, Ness, let me draw you. I'm all like, cool, I guess. She drew me as a fucking My Little Pony character. I stopped talking to her after that, and I think I made the right decision. But honestly, I think 2K can agree with how My Little Pony probably is a really good show. I've never watched it because I'm not the target demographic, but I feel like the reason why it is really popular with people outside its target demographic is because the show is well written enough to be entertaining to all demographics while still mainly trying to appeal to a younger audience. You lost 0.6 kilograms for your trip to Japan? Well, that's because in Japan, you stay thin no matter what. They figured it out. I don't know what kind of food they got there, but yo, I wonder what would happen to America if high fructose corn syrup was suddenly strictly regulated. I think what would happen is the big food corp would come up with a new high fructose corn syrup equivalent called high fructase corn syrup, which is the same thing but with a minor spelling error, but because it's not high fructose corn syrup on the label, it's legal. But that's beside nothing. They would find something else cheap and shit for you. Yes, they would. I find it ironic how when I started living by myself, I told myself I'm gonna make a conscious effort to avoid processed foods and just try to eat regular fucking food and live off of that. So as you guys know, my lunches consist of the same thing every day. This was on the test, so this should not be new information. But to those who missed the test, my lunch consists of a handmade sandwich, a salad that I throw together, and some carrot sticks. Every day, that is my lunch. My breakfast usually consists of 2 cooked eggs on a frying pan. I like it over easy. And usually in an egg sandwich where I put some kind of meat in between and cheese. I'll show you fucking carrot stick. That's not a carrot stick, that's a light stick. So far so good. Eating proper foods. Yeah. My dinners, if they don't consist of canned food and rice, they consist of MRE. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That is the long-winded equivalent of your average American waltzing, waddling up with the tuba ensemble, just like mouth breathing into McDonald's, ordering 3 Big Macs and a Diet Coke. You will never justify the Diet Coke in that scenario, ever. You never, you know, I never tried an MLP. Is that like a BLT? MLP, Macon, lettuce, and potatoes. Not MLP, MRE. Is that like a BLT? Is that, again, maple, rice, and egg? That actually sounds decent. That sounds like something I'd make in the morning, putting things together. In fact, I think I have made that. I fried eggs over rice and then poured maple syrup on it. Yes, the MRE. I have reinvented the MRE. feelings on recommending MREs. They are not the healthiest option. Far from it, I would say. I was running to the gym when I accidentally ran into my favorite food truck. MREs, in my opinion, are cost-effective ways to keep you fat. For about $80 last time I checked, you can get a 24-pack. The quick math comes to about between $3 and $4 for a full meal. That keeps you stuffed for half the fucking day. So 2 of those a day, or 1.5 of those a day, keeps you fed for less than $10 a day, which honestly, people spend twice to 3 times that much on DoorDash, which keeps them fed for 5 minutes. Do what you want with that information. I will never skip an opportunity to shit on DoorDash and DoorDash equivalents. I know there's Uber Eats and other companies. I lump them all under the same umbrella. It's all DoorDash to me. Just like how to your grandma, every fantasy critter is a Pokemon, and every single name is Pikachu. It's all DoorDash to me. I'm too old for this shit. Wait, is that it? Shit. Do we have more? More memory puzzles. Salvage this. Delivery apps, they all use the same models and scamming the public. Let's fucking go. Here we go! Fuck. Fuck! I lost the algorithm. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got that one. Shit, I'm gonna have to redo this one. No! Wait, that one was here. That one was here. Shit, what was Vector? What? Oh, fuck me. Hey. I want to redo. We're redoing that one. We're redoing this one. Wait, what do you mean that one missed? Excuse me? Alright, because it was that. Shit, that was Vector. There we go. Now Kukluk, and then... No. Okay, better. Better. Not great. Better. I wish they use models. Get a chubby one in there. I'm fine. What? Being a chubby, hey look, it's Sabrina. But before we do that, I completed the levels I wanted to do. Why don't we go ahead and head on over to Sakura's dorm? Why don't we go ahead and do some Sakura lore? I can't. Hold on one moment, please. That's the wrong button. I'm sober, so this is super effective. Why don't we go ahead and, here we go, taiko drum it. That's a big taiko drum. Let's head over Sakura's dorm and get teriyaki. That actually sounds like a lovely time. So anyway, after that episode of Taiko no Tatsujin, let's do some lore. A week has passed since she last escorted me, and I haven't seen Sakura since. Wonder how her contamination zone supply route thing is going. Maybe things are going smoothly, and she's busy managing it all, I reassure myself. I didn't realize my translation is getting in the way. Let me hide that really quick just for this. I head toward the hangar to check on the equipment. Yet before I even arrive, I catch the alarm ringing, followed by the ramp door opening, and finally, judging by the noise, a vehicle driving in. Just so happens that Sakura is the only one who goes out driving. I chuckle to myself and follow the source of the noise, only to round a corner and bump straight into someone. Ah! Commander, why are you here? Oh, routine inspection. What's with the face? It's the only one I got. I love that line. Unlike her usual bright smile, the gaze is glued to the ground, eyes darting around as she twists her sleeves. I pat her shoulder and prompt her to look up, gently brushing off the dust from the tip of her nose. She is adorable. What happened? You can always tell me. She hesitates at first, but under my scrutinizing gaze, ultimately opens up. You know, it's about that thing from before. That proposal for new supply routes in the contamination zones. So sorry, Commander. I promised you we'd worked hard together, so I wanted to bring you good news at the very least. But no matter how hard I tried to suggest and explain, the higher-ups would not consider my proposal at all. Baseball, huh? At the words "at all," her voice sinks and her head droops even lower. Sorry, girl, your first mistake was caring about your job. What the fuck? Wow! Tadanu, remind me to never let you within 5 miles of Sakura. You don't deserve this. I did everything to prepare carefully before going to them. Even Truck Senpai helped me rehearse possible scenarios in advance. Meanwhile, am I hearing this right? New supply routes right in the contamination zones? What's the company supposed to get out of that? I bet 5 credit tokens they'd never agree. But if we can really get the business going in the contamination zones, wouldn't that be beneficial to the company in the long term? And that's for the distant future. We're dealing with it here and now. And you think establishing a new route will magically solve every problem? You, out of all people, should know how dangerous contamination zones are. Consider this. You won't be the only one running that route. The other couriers who aren't a T-Doll, how are they supposed to deal with the Elids? Elids can be avoided with proper route planning. Besides, we could take this opportunity to bolster the safety training and improve everyone's survival rate. Easier said than done. You know how much it costs the company in manpower and resources to organize a single safety training? Hey yo, are we not being OSHA compliant? Even with training, no amount of simulation could possibly prepare them for the complexity of real hazards in the contamination zones. What if an accident occurs? Damaging or losing the cargo is one thing, but what if the courier gets injured or killed? Who should be responsible? You? Will you pay for the compensation? Will you be responsible for their safety? Fuck OSHA? Why? What if there was a really cute OSHA across the street with a clipboard? Would you still fuck OSHA? I can, well, What if Sakura was OSHA? I'm pretty sure Sakura's still OSHA compliant. She's got the clipboard, and she's very diligent. In the end, Truck Senpai just kept picking on me about the fine details. I was completely thrown off by your questions. Wait, Truck-kun is a girl? That explains the extra exhaust port. I know that she's actually concerned for me. Since answering the actual manager's questions would be even harder and more distressing. Even if I failed to answer her questions, getting used to the atmosphere beforehand would still be helpful. Gotta check her safety brakes. But when I finally got to talk to management, none of my prepared arguments mattered. He just shut me down in just a few sentences. Baseball, huh? I frowned slightly, recalling Sakura's confident look and the resolve in her eyes from just days ago. What exactly did management say? They said, residents in the contamination zones have close to zero purchasing power and overall logistics demand is low. The proposal lacks the potential economic benefit from the company. I tried to explain that it's not just about profit, but about helping people's lives. There's your second mistake. But they weren't listening at all. They kept babbling about how company is busy in supporting the purification project and has no time for these side hustles. Sakura lowers her head, biting her lip, her voice trembling. Sorry, Commander. I couldn't live up to your expectations. I'm really sorry. I think one of the most powerful lines from Inception, spoilers for Inception, by the way, is when they're in the dream within a dream within a dream, and the main guy is at the other guy's bed, and he's like dying and says, "I'm disappointed," and he's like, "Yeah, I know," but then he says, "No." He's like, "Yeah, I'm disappointed. Yeah, I know I couldn't be you, but no." He says, "I'm disappointed that you tried." And how that ties into this is that it's not about the result being favorable. It's the fact that you put it together and you went up to the suits and you pitched your idea knowing full well it would fucking fail because you are the cinnamon roll that is too pure for this cruel, godforsaken world. It's alright. No need to put so much pressure on yourself. We'll take it slowly. Goals are reached with a step every day. Oh, there's not much time left. I've already decided to resign and get on board the Elmo. That is the second best decision you've ever made. I wanted to do one last thing to help them before leaving. Never try. That your default, boy? Maybe. And if I leave without accomplishing anything first, setting up new routes will be even harder without the company's support. It's not that you should never try, it's that you should pick your battles. She slowly retrieves her terminal from her pocket and shows me a picture. It's a rough dream catcher made from scraps. Colorful in its own strange yet beautiful way. A child in worn clothes is holding it up to the camera. The smile is clear despite her face being out of focus. Commander, do you remember her? No. She's the daughter of the leader from the group that tried to loot us before? Oh yeah, that happened in episode 1. I got something for you to battle, grab something. That brings us back to Tadaru's earlier question. Ness, do you like things? We're about to find out. Jamie, roll perception check on that something. Yes. I went back a few times after that, helping deliver supplies from the city. A few days ago, she gave me this dream catcher when we meet again. They don't have any valuables, but they still wanted to express their gratitude. I've seen how hard their lives are these days, yet they would still help each other out and share what little they have. I really want to help them. They deserve a far better life than the one they're living right now. If only management could just understand. If only the company could think like you, wanting to make the contamination zones, the world a better place. Then it wouldn't be so difficult for me to... Yet now... If they're unwilling to change, then why not change the way you approach the problem? Say, create an environment where you can make things happen yourself. Eh? You mean go indie? Indie's nuts? You're saying leave Molnia and start my own logistics service dedicated to serving contamination zone residents? Yes. Yes! You're already planning to resign. Going independent sounds like the logical next step to me. You have the experience, so it shouldn't take you long to adopt. Hey yo, I'm reminded of all the VTubers that graduate from their corpo and then make it more successful as an indie. Many such cases, I love to see it. Sakura's eyes widen, as if the idea has ignited something inside her, though hesitation soon reoccupies her gaze. Going independent? That does sound possible. I wouldn't know, I don't follow You don't follow No corpos? Nice double negative, nerd. I used to exclusively follow HoloLive, now I just avoid corpo. None? You follow Waka VT, the nun VTuber? Very nice. But I would need enough startup funds. Stable clients, warehouses, uniforms, delivery vehicles. There's so much to do. If I really go for that, I won't be able to stay on the MCV or be with you all the time. Leaving Molnia was supposed to address that exact problem. No corpos, but Cleo was indie before she got adopted. After finding you, I want to follow your command once more, to stay by your side. Ah, shit. Hold on. Tea time. Okay, now that I can breathe. To follow your command once more, to stay by your side, just like back at Griffin. Her voice drops to a whisper by the end with her cheeks faintly blushing, and I can't help but smile at the sight. You keep pondering the possibilities and overwhelming yourself like this, you lose sight of what you're first sought out to do and find yourself fraught with analysis paralysis. In other words, scope creep. Zero in your sights, lady. Often, simply taking the first step is all the change that you need. It's like when you let everyone to break through without waiting for my orders back then. Or like me, taking the first step and just whimsically waltzing into the local music store and saying, hey, you have a flute that I could rent? And then the guy's all like, let me check. Why does this high-pitched voice remind me of South Park? Because I'm just as offensive, probably. Welcome in, Kim. I love the wordplay, goddamn. Commander, you still remember that? Of course. You did so well, it'd be hard not to remember. Her uncertain expression is instantly replaced by pure joy as a spark of hope flashes in her eyes. I'm so offensive that you're the only one in the Discord that has banned content? That's because first of all, the shit you post is against TOS. Second of all, it's immature spamming. And third, you bring it up, so you brought this upon yourself. You stood on the stage You stood on a stage in front of an audience holding nothing but tomatoes. You set yourself up for that. Though this is just regular Discord community stuff. I know the guy in real life. It's fine. Welcome to Girls Frontline. I hope you like content because I might be able to do that. After pondering for a moment, she nods at me slowly, her smile shy yet resolute. All right. If you say so, then I'll give it a try, Commander. Of course, it won't be something that can be achieved overnight. I'll need time to plan and prepare. But thank you, Commander. Talking with you always helps me see things clearly. No need to thank me. I'm looking forward to seeing your logistics service shine. I definitely won't let you down this time, then. You will, but I won't be let down. That's just how it works. Let's head on back to me trying to find out how to... What is Girls Frontline? That is a really good question. Before I get into that question, I must ask you, how did you find me? First time chatter into a Girls Frontline stream that I've never seen before. So, if you just waltz into a Girls Frontline stream, of all the Girls Frontline content out there, you pick mine. Which is a bold strategy for sure, which I will answer your question, don't worry. But I'm really, really curious how you ended up here not knowing what Girls Frontline is. You randomly clicked the stream? I'll take it. So Girls Frontline 2 is the sequel to Girls Frontline 1, which is a mobile game. Now, both of them are mobile games. This is technically a mobile game. It's just on the PC client. The main premise of the game is that you are a commander commanding a bunch of android ladies with historic firearms. In fact, Jamie, pull up the wrong button. Pull up the wrong button. For example, here we have the Mosin. I have it all kitted out. Let me do this. Wait, where is it? Which one? I mean, here it is. You got the Mossy Nugget, the Mosin Nugget. Oh, hold on, let me go. Let's pull up Wawa. Or the Wa 2000. There we go. Every character has their own signature firearm that is based on a real gun of history. And the gameplay is a turn-based strategy game. You know what, Jamie, let's just pull up the character demo. So the current character demo, this'll give an example of the gameplay. It is if you know what XCOM is, it is an XCOM-like. I've never played XCOM, so a better explanation would be a grid-based strategy RPG. And unfortunately, it is a gacha game. So while the standard characters are good and the game is quite generous in its premium currencies, it's still a gacha game, and the characters are locked behind a Genshin-style banner, which is objectively bad. I will say I recommend against playing this game. There are better games like this that exist on the market, such as, I would go so far to say as Fire Emblem. That's what comes to mind. There's Advance Wars. Hell, XCOM! Play XCOM! This is the Police 2 is also a really good. Think of the titties. If you want to think of the titties, you can. I will not stop you. But, okay, wait, that's QJ. She can... So you move the characters around, and there's cover bonuses, you do attacks. A big draw of the game, the main draw of the game is not the gameplay. It's actually the characters. The characters are the reason we're here. Let's just drop in and... What sets this game apart from other gacha games and other waifu games, I guess? I mean, I've demonstrated the gameplay. We've already done this sample level before. What separates this game from other gacha games is what is called the dormitory feature, where you can actually visit the character's dorm and put them in different outfits you've unlocked, and they have several interactable poses, as well as many intimate cutscenes that you can view, which were the visual novels that we were doing earlier, where it's you following a side story where they're basically the main character and you're both basically the main character. And there's multiple parts to it, and they're unlocked by giving gifts, in-game gifts to the character. That's how it is. You increase affection, and that's it. It's a waifu game. On top of that, they recently added the crew deck. And this is more of a novelty than anything. They let you, well, after the character introduction, they let you walk around the in-universe, it's called the Elmo. It's just a basic land ship where all the commanding takes place. And this is the crew deck. You get to interact with all the characters that you've unlocked. They're called T-Dolls, by the way. So now that I've established that, I'm going to exclusively refer to them as dolls. You interact with all the dolls. You can eat food that gives you stats once per day. There is even more character-specific side content. You know what? Wawa's over here. Why don't we do one of them? What are you doing, getting so close to me suddenly? Go away. She's the tsundere archetype. She was that way in Girls Frontline 1. She got better. Let's do the next one. Say, Commander, do you have any preferences in terms of furniture? I'm not trying to insinuate anything. That apartment I brought before had some furniture in it, though I did pick it myself back then. Yelmo's due for some new furniture, too. Maybe you could pick some out with me. Okay. No taking it back once you've agreed. I'll come find you when the time comes. And cutscene! Did you bring me here to pick out our kitchen utensils next? I suppose I just think that these things are important if we were to live together. Elves don't care for what food there is, and the same goes for the tools used to make it. It's a real concern for humans, though. Ness, fuck chairs, here or nay? As somebody who has tried having sex in a seated position, definitely nay. Like, how it's better to use an iron pan for frying things to add some micronutrients. Not like I'll ever going to cook for you. I didn't go out of my way to learn about this either. I just happened to come across it a few articles while I was picking out furniture. Right, you're more used to making sweets and drinks than household dishes, Macchiato. Like you've got some sense. But it's not like I can't do it at all. I could make an attempt occasionally, I suppose. I have to say, it's not good to take in too much sugar from sweets either. Says the lady that makes coffee 10% coffee, 90% sugar. Excuse me? By the time we're done with the coffee, there's not enough coffee in the cup to saturate the rest of the sugar. You may as well put it back in the jar. I don't have to worry about myself, but it's best for humans to watch their sugar intake. It's fine. Sweets can help with a bad mood. Sacrificing a little bit of personal health is worth it sometimes. Idiot. Don't take care of you. You don't take care of yourself at all. I try. You taking care of me, it's alright for me to be a little lax, right? Shut up! Who wants to take care of you? I don't care about whatever you're gonna do for yourself. Let's have a look at the selection first. She shows me another carefully curated list of kitchen utensils. Here, this one's for frying, this one's for boiling, and this one's multi-purpose heating. Which one do you think is best? Or should we get all of them? Really thinking about getting into the kitchen to do the day-to-day cooking? Any particular reason? Thought you weren't so interested in these things, Macchiato. Only coffee and sweets for me? Since... Macchiato's voice grows almost imperceptible. She shifts her body, turning away from me and avoiding my eyes. In a normal family, the wife makes that kind of food for the husband, right? I want to have that too. 3 meals a day of home cooking. Lady, your cooking is somehow worse than mine, and that is saying a lot. Oh. What do you mean, oh? You understand what I'm saying or not, you moron? I'll cook for you, understand? Not sweets or afternoon tea. The kind of cooking everyone has at home. Hey, yo, MREs? So come pick these utensils out, quickly! I'm gonna put the order in. Oh, she's putting it in! Macchiato raises a tablet and hides her face with it. To the side, I see Macchiato's ear burning thoroughly red. Of course I understand. I'll be looking forward to your home cooking, Macchiato. And by that, he means cooking the home, i.e. a house fire from a mismanaged stove. I don't want to disclose the amount of times that I have accidentally nearly burned my house down, but it is greater than 3. Don't worry about it. My house is still in one piece, somehow. The one piece is real, and with that, we're actually due for stream. That's basically it. We did everything that was unlocked so far. We will come back next week for the rest of the event. Dodo, Kamo, if you're still here, thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. I'm mainly a streamer of not only Girls Frontline, but I play games in Japanese, as well as music streams. I play trumpet and flute, so if you're interested in that, maybe come back again sometime. If that's not your fancy, well, I hope you find someone on Twitch that you like. And with that, thank you for coming to my Girls Frontline stream. I don't know who to raid. Tomorrow, I'm gonna get really drunk and play Clover Pit. I just forgot to put it on the Twitch schedule, but it's on the Discord schedule. So, yeah, who can we raid? Who's on the line? Let's see. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. 3 hours of sleep does that to a Fred. Alan is haloing. Ooh, Dewey VT is on, playing Metaphor Refantasio. That sounds like a good time. Ichi Meow is also on. She recently got a new outfit. You know what? We're gonna raid Dewey. Good stream, boy. Good. You. I don't know. Yes. You. Thanks for coming. Tomorrow, we are. What do you mean? Go. Okay, fine. I'll go away. Wait, I didn't start the raid yet. What the fuck? We can't end yet. It's fine. I swear to God. Anyway, so easy to manipulate. We're gonna be manipulating hard tomorrow. Anywho, let's all go say hi to Dewey VT. I met him at Offkai. Raid Dewey VT _. There we go. He's an ASMR streamer, but right now he's playing Metaphor Refantasio. You can manipulate me? What did he mean by this? Manipulate the stock market? Maybe? Who knows? Anywho, I'll catch you all tomorrow. On Sunday, I'm doing something stupid. Beer will probably be involved, depending on how hard I go. Monday will be a music stream. Schedule's up, but that's for the next 3 days. Streaming for 4 days in a row. That is new to me, but you know what? I'm locked in. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for coming. Manipulate these. How about we end these streams?